Welcome back to another episode of Adoptions from the Heart TV. I'm your host, Amanda Aliberti. Today we're going to be sitting down with an adoptive family through our agency, Sandra and Erin. They're going to talk about their journey through adopting all 4 of their children and what advice they have for waiting families coming into our program. Thanks so much, Erin and Sandra, for taking the time to chat with us. Can you tell me a little bit about your experience coming into our program and what advice you would have for people who are possibly contemplating adoption?
Do it. Don't wait, just do it. The hardest work is the home study, probably doing the essay, like just sitting at a computer and just regurgitating all this stuff about you. But if you do your partner's and your partner does yours, it'll go much faster. I had the benefit of my wife being very organized and pretty much just telling me what I needed to do at a certain time. And in fact, even the physical examination, I had to get a physical exam, or I think you have to for the home study. And you didn't make the appointment for me necessarily, but you pretty much told me who to go to. You put the name under my nose, and I called, and then it turned out that he was also adopted. So it ended up, as we were discussing the fact that we were going to adopt with our employers, we found out that our bosses were adopting, that we had nurses that we worked with that were adopted. We worked with women that had made an adoption plan, and so we were surrounded by other stories like that. So it was really positive. Once we put it out there in the world, it just started flowing very easily.
As a same-sex couple, what advice can you offer other families that are worried about coming into the program and not being selected by a birth parent?
Personally, I think it has not been an issue for us, and I don't mean to be nonchalant about that. It really has not been an issue. We've been treated with respect and kindness and fairness by the agency, by the courts, by the physicians, by the birth families, by everybody. I think we've been on the same playing field as everyone else. We've done this 4 times now, and one of the things the agency social workers told us in the beginning was that there's a kid for every family, no matter what the situation is, and vice versa. And I think that's been totally true. I think our kids are with us for a reason, and we were picked for a reason. And I think that no matter who you are, how old you are, if you're married or not, if you're gay or straight, whatever, there's a kid out there who needs a home. And if you have love to give and a home to give, then that's what counts.
You don't have to look like a Ralph Lauren commercial. It doesn't have to look like a catalog out of one of those fancy books that you get showing, perfect families. Just make your book, what's that called? The key?
A profile.
Your profile. Make your profile book reflective of who you are and be true to yourself, and then you won't fail. I mean, it would help to have someone look it over and make sure that you don't have a lot of words on it and that your pictures are showing the best side of you. But as a gay person, as a lesbian, as queer, whatever you want to call me, I felt like Adoptions from the Heart definitely was very open. And as we were meeting, well, we met some birth moms actually that picked us because we were lesbian. So it's a non-issue. If you make it a non-issue, it's a non-issue. It's 2019. You have to live your life true to yourself. If you've gotten this far and you're gay and you've come out, that's the hardest part. And as you all know, you have to come out every single day, because you live in a heteronormative society, so that's just going to happen. So that actually played into when we were discussing the transracial, how would you deal with questions in a white society if you were with a black child, how would you address that, or, those looks. And I think that she and I get these looks already anyway, and who better to raise our children than people who are potentially have these kinds of side eyes all the time.
Well, you're accustomed to being other already.
Yeah, we're accustomed to being other.
We're a family of other, and we love it that way, so it's good.
And you are certainly a family of love, that's for sure. Well, thank you so much for sharing, and hopefully this will help other families that are considering adoption. Thanks so much, and tune in next week.